Eva Trades.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to Eva Trades. My name is Josh, and today we're going to be talking about technical analysis and day trading and live trading. Today I'm wearing my special lucky Super Mario shirt. So let's have a good Friday. I got a good feeling about it. Let's see what we get in the market today. Here we go. Ooh, my fingers are freezing. They feel like ice right now. I don't know why. Got to get those bad boys warmed up so I can press my keys here. Okay, so welcome again to Eva Trades. I want to pull up my progress here for the last few days, and it's been a little bit on the choppy side for me. I've been red quite a few days. Hold on one second. I get that. Okay, so yeah, I've been red the last 3 days in a row, as a matter of fact, just taking off into the red first thing, fighting my way back, and barely getting back to green yesterday. But today I want to approach this a little different because we have actually some stocks that are making some moves this morning that look pretty good. So maybe there's some hope yet for this week. We'll see what happens. There. So I'm in phase 4 and I'm about a quarter of the way. No, not that far. I'm a little ways up in there. So let's go take a look at the scanners this morning. I am watching the Trade Ideas scanners. I'm not affiliated with them, but I do like to let you know which scanners I use in case you're interested, because for me, I found that they were the best ones to fit my trading style. And so gapping up this morning, our latest gapper that just started popping up on the scan here at right around 6:09, and we had some news come out on that one. They released I think their financial results. TAOP, 1.69 million shares traded already. It's got 1 million in the float, I believe. Yeah. Gapping up 148%. We got some serious candle ranges on this one. $2.47 on that last candle. And the price of this stock is awesome. I like it. So we're consolidating there on the 1 minute. That is my number one pick. And also MEDS, MEDS. I couldn't find any news on this one, but it's making some nice moves. We have a 5-minute uptrend. We could be in danger of losing that 5-minute uptrend. We'll break that down in a second. Those are the two, my two favorites. EOSE is something I might try to trade. It's more of an hourly setup, so I have that as a third pick. I don't think I liked WHLR just because it's so light on the volume. And then there's GDC, and it's kind of sold off. What else? I saw AMC on the scan. Let's see what that looks like. I didn't do so well yesterday on AMC. I think I'm gonna leave that one alone. I just had a hard time with it. So this over here is my main screen. I have 3 tickers that I'm watching: MEDS, TAOP, and EOSE. So we'll break these down. Jimich, how are you doing this morning? Good to see you. New background. Yeah, I try to change it up a little bit now and then and try to keep it interesting. So we're going to take a look at these on the larger time frames first, the 15-minute and the hourly time frames. Try to pick out some key levels, support, resistance, and then we'll go to the lower time frames and we'll look at those for what those levels might look like on the lower time frames, that kind of stuff. I like to mark out my support levels as places where I would like to possibly enter a trade after the bell rings. So not much here on the hourly to do. We did have a little breakout here, but now it's coming back down. So looking at the 15-minute on MEDS. Thank you, Jamich. I appreciate that. It's a work in progress. yeah, 15-minute time frame here. We just went straight up with no real higher low. And so now we're pulling back, so we want to see a higher low. What I'm looking for on this one, we had this big move up. We're looking for a higher low and a higher high. So we want to continue an uptrend. So we'll see what happens there. If I was going to mark out a level to trade off of, I would probably go with like this, like trough right here. And of course we have a little support down there. You could put a line here, and we'll see what that looks like on the 5-minute time frame in a little bit, but we're getting pretty close to losing that level. TAOP, the one I really liked, just straight up, not a lot to look at here. We have an inside bar on the hourly. There could be an equilibrium forming on the smaller time frame. And EOSE, this one is the one that I was looking at on the hourly as an hourly setup. We had our move up, we had our pullback, we had our lower high. We're looking for a higher low. This is an equilibrium, and then we're looking to turn around and break out. And if you draw your lines like this is a classic looking bull pennant. You see these all the time on all the stocks, on every time frame, every single day. And you can trade these. If you figure out how to trade them, you can trade them the same way every single time. So we'll look for that. What we want is for this support to hold, for this equilibrium to play out, and we want to break over 529 and 550. So we're a little choppy on the 15-minute time frame. I do want to see a 15-minute uptrend start to form to know that our higher low might be set here on this pullback. So now we'll go to the smaller time frames. There is about 7 minutes left until the bell rings, and that's when I'll start trading live. So let's get to that. Now here's the 5-minute across the top and the 1 minute across the bottom. And head and shoulders looking pattern here. I'm not saying it will be, but it kind of has that look to it. The move up. Here's your shoulder. Here's your head. Will we get another shoulder and then break down? Maybe. Time will tell. So I'm trying to figure out how to work my drawing tool. It's a new tool I'm trying to use. So on this one, anything above this 1257 support level is a higher low on this pullback. So what we want to see is a higher low and a higher high. We've pulled back enough here that I would imagine it's possible we could bounce and top out somewhere below this level and then pull back for a higher low. And then the bulls would like to see the breakthrough. And the level that I'm talking about is right here. That's your resistance, 1569. So 2 scenarios: head and shoulders possible in a bear break, or a bounce and maybe a trend change, or we could get a lower high and a lower low, which would be the head and shoulders. Okay, that is MEDS 1 minute downtrend. So we want to see this 1 minute downtrend turn into a 1 minute uptrend to know that our 5 minute higher low has been set and to see that bounce. So that 1 minute, lower high, lower low. What we want to see is a higher low and a higher high. So that would be a trend change back to the bulls, and that would tell us our 5 minute higher low is set, and then we'd start to look for that move back up towards the high. Thank you, Jimich. I appreciate that. You have a good rest of your day. We'll talk to you later. So, about 5 minutes to go here. I'm looking at 5 minute consolidation now on this one. On TAOP. Hold on. Let me go back over here first. Did we get our levels all marked out? I think I do want to put something here. $11.12. So we have a lot of lines. If we lose this support and we start to drop down, I'll look to be a buyer down here at these levels. Okay, so that's that. And then, so 5 minute consolidation on TAOP because we broke this last candle low. So that was a level that we needed to hold. We broke below it. But notice here that the bears tried to get the price to go lower. The bulls stepped in and bought the dip. We have 2 wicks that dropped below that level, but the candles closed above it. I do know how to talk sometimes. And so we're holding support for the moment. We'll take note of the high red volume candles here, so that can be a red flag. What I'm looking for here is a 5-minute higher low and a higher high. Taking note that we are a bit extended over that EMA. So where would I be a buyer on this? That level has already been played. There's not much to look at on the 5-minute because we just went straight up. We didn't even really form a good higher low on the 1-minute except way down here. This is a small level here I guess I could keep an eye on, but that's kind of already in play. It's that $5 psychological level. Yeah, $4 down here. I don't know on that one if it drops down where I would buy, but we have a resistance up here, $6, $6.38 and $6.47. Better move along here. We're gonna run out of time. EOSE, if you remember that one, we're looking at an hourly equilibrium. So first thing, if we drop down to this support level, I will punch the buy button on that. I would want to see a really quick drop down. But if we lose that support, don't have a lot to go off of except for like way down here. And I want to get up over 483 to be looking back up at 529. All right, so I'm going to set my candle ranges now. And I'm looking at the 5-minute time frame candle ranges. The highest candle range is $1.08. That would be the 3rd candle back. I think this one, or no, one of these, whatever. Doesn't matter. Come down here. I'm going to choose that. $1.08. So that puts in my share size and sets my stop loss $1.08 below my entry should I decide to buy, which honors my risk of $100 per trade. Candle range on this next one is $1.34. Wow, we got some big candle ranges today. I do like that. So while I've been talking, I see EDBL hitting the high of day momentum scanner. We could take a look at that. 11 cents on this one. I don't think I'll have time to go over SPY. I was going to look at the market and see what it was doing. So back to the scans over here. EDBL. Okay, it's a cheaper stock, but it's worth keeping an eye on. It doesn't have any news, so I'm not sure why it's moving up, but it is. I'm not going to break this one down very much, but let me see if there is. Yeah, see, another one where we don't really have a good support to play off of. 1 minute to go. Hurry up. Hurry up. $1.50. I'll just go with that. Set my candle range. 20 cents. Boom, boom. I see INTC. INTC also. Take a look at that real quick. Wow. So, okay, I'll watch that one too. Just real quick. And we got 30 seconds till the market opens. So remember, trading is risky, and you should always practice your strategy in a simulator and prove consistent results over a long period of time before you put hard-earned money on the line. And with that, 10 seconds to go. Let's see what we get this morning. Exciting. So the market is open. I see EOSE dropping down there. MEDS with that 1 minute higher low. It stopped out right away, but I'm back in it on that support. I wasn't quick enough to sell on that. So could this be another day where I start my day down in the red? Well, I already have. I'm going to sell half of that. I have a dialog box that popped up on me. I had to get rid of that. That's it. I'll put my stop loss at the low. If it will let me. Platform's a little bit laggy this morning. And TAOP, I'm going to buy it off of that support. I'm in it 2 times. Look at EOSE dropping down way past the support there. Yeah, I'm going to get out of TAOP. So now we're dropping below that support. Oops, I tried to sell INTC here, but I got that dialog box again. I forgot to disable that before I started trading. I'm going to take my profit on that. Just a small win. EDBL. I'm in it there. It's a cheaper stock. I'll sell half right there. Nice move on EDBL. So we broke through that high of day. Oops, not that. Let's see if we can get up to $1.78. We have a halt. ICCT from yesterday is halted. And a quick look over there at MEDS. I'm still in that trade. This one looks like it might want to pull back. This EDBL. It's a nice 5-minute setup with that long lower wick. And we're above the volume weighted average price, so I'm still holding it. There's $1.75 coming up. I want to see the breakthrough 178. I got stopped out over there on MEDS. Sell half of EDBL. I'm still holding the other half. And INTC is making its move here, so I'm jumping in that. Let's see if we can get a break over 190. New 1-minute candle here. I'm selling it there as we approach $2. So at one point I was down negative 2 something, and now I'm up 26 bucks. So I managed to fight my way back once again. Nice breakthrough, $2. And I'll buy the pullback and look for a little move higher. I'll just flatten that right there. That might get halted. It's moving up so quick. So I'm up $55. Took some pretty heavy losses over here on MEDS, trying to buy off of this support. Just wasn't working for me. Keep an eye on that one. I will keep an eye on MEDS to see if we start to get a move higher. But for now, and we're consolidating now over here on EDBL. If we pull back to $1.78, that might be a good place to enter. There goes MEDS. Well, it started to go. Back in over here on EDBL. Sold half. I don't know if it's going to go or not. Here we go on EDBL, starting to make its move. Sold another half there. Still watching MEDS. I'm going to flatten MEDS right there for a quick $40. Back over here. Get the pullback. We had that level right here that we just pulled back to. If we can't hold 215, I'll probably jump back out of that. I'm looking to hold it. The market's on fire today. Here we go. I'm going to sell it there on that move up. $147 so far on my day. Now the question on this is how long do I want to keep jumping in this? When is it going to pull back? And I did sell MEDS over here, right in this area, and now it's pulling back. Just an incredible move here on EDBL. Let's look at the daily time frame and see if we can find a resistance where we might pull back from. This thing has a history of making some pretty big moves, but it doesn't hold up very well. So I think when we do start to pull back, we might... What the heck? Oh, so EDBL is now halted. So that was our daily level. I'm going to mark out the daily levels with blue so I can differentiate. So there's 237. Always look to the left and up when I'm looking at daily levels. 245 was the one we broke through that. There's nothing really up until 313, and then you got something at 426 and 474. Not that we're going to make it that high, but you know, there they are nonetheless. SOXS is hitting the scan. So we broke above the daily levels there. Yeah, look at MEDS over, or yeah, look at meds here. Possible equilibrium. Maybe we get a bull break. I'll take a chance. I'm not doing too well on MEDS and EOSE. See if we get a move on that. Not too thrilled with it. So back out. This one got halted. I don't know that I want to buy this halt resumption on EDBL. Anyways, it got halted at 6:39, so resumption should be at 6:41. Well, that just passed. Wait, no, my math's wrong. 6:39, 6:44. Wow. Somebody doesn't know how to do math. Took a starter position here on EOSE. Looking for that 5-minute candle to break right here. Okay, so I'm all out of that one now. I don't know if I might, maybe I should have held this one here. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on meds. So we had this pullback to that previous resistance on EOSE. So here goes TAOP coming up to the volume weighted average price. So, oh, look at this over here on EDBL. Right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just flatten it right there. I got in it a little bit high, so I got back out really fast. Boy, that is a nice, beautiful move. Look at that. I'm not going to jump in it there. If it pulls back, I'll jump in. That's a pullback. I'm going to see if we get a breakthrough $3 on that. No, I just don't want to do it. I'm up at my daily goal, and what I don't want to do is drop back below my daily goal. But it ended up going. No, I still just don't know on that one. My stop is too tight. That's the problem. I'm going to widen my stop out. And INTC, so we're coming up to that daily level on EDBL, but INTC coming back to the volume weighted average price. I haven't traded this one yet, so let's see if we can hold that triple top up here. Nice break on EDBL. The high of that candle is at 332. I'm going to see the move up through 332 and up to 350. Okay, so there I sold it, but I'm only making small profit at a time on that one. I'm in the EOS here for a break through 450. Yeah, it's trying to pull back. I think my focus should be over here on this one. We broke over 350. So I took a pretty good loss on EOSE, so that dropped me below 200. That 1 minute candle is halfway through. Let's see if we get to move up to $4. Got to get over 375 here. Look at INTC. I didn't like how this one had stopped on its price action, so that's why I got out of that. INTC, I just sold half of that. And I'm going to sell the rest there. That was kind of an equilibrium there. Had I been watching that, I probably would have jumped in it at the volume weighted average price and held for the move up, but I didn't see it until it was breaking out. So my My 3 picks that I started to watch this morning, I'm red on all of them. Down 300 on meds, down 35 on TAOP, and down 120 on EOSE. So none of those have worked out for me. And it turns out that EDBL and INTC have both hit the high of day momentum scanner. And those are the ones that have worked for me. This one's pretty incredible. Just up, 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 and away. See if INTC wants to go higher. Another triple top there. We can do it. All we gotta do is try. I'd like to hit $300 today. I'm sitting at $270. I think if I just hold a little bit longer, I could probably get there. It's a nice little move. Go a little higher for me. Just a little bit more. Don't come back though. Up is where you want to go. Why am I talking to myself like this? I'm gonna get back out of that. So yeah, EOSE, we had that hourly equilibrium we were watching first thing, and it's since kind of given up. It we didn't get the equilibrium, it broke that support. This one giving back a big part of its move. Not surprising, it was pretty extended. So the question on that is, where do we find our support? Maybe down here at 1030. Let's see what that's looking like on that smaller time frame. Okay. TAOP. It's a downtrend right now. So we might have a 5-minute break here. EOS. EOSE. There's a breakthrough 450. Sold half. Can it get back over 450? Nice move on INTC. I'm going to go ahead and just flatten that. right there. So that puts me up $411 on my day. I don't know if I want to trade more. That's a pretty good day. But I mean, the momentum is here. We haven't had a good day like this all week. So, I mean, do I really want to stop? What's the harm in continuing on? Yeah, so this one on EOS, we have an uptrend on it on the 1 minute with a higher low and a higher high and a higher low and a higher high. And we're coming up here to this resistance of 36.48. So we had our low back down here. I would say most likely scenario, unless the bulls are really strong here, we top out below 36.48 and we pull back on the 5 minute. I mean, we're due for a pullback. That doesn't mean we will. But I get a little nervous buying this high up this close to a resistance. And maybe we break through and then we pull back. That's a really nice move. Nice big march up towards that resistance. So there's the break. EDBL wants to break here too. I'm a little tight on my stop loss. That's unfortunate. I might get stopped out on that. I should probably just exit this. Oh, there, I'll exit. Okay, so that's up. Now that puts me up 515. Quick $100 there. I'm going to widen my stop out on that, though, because that was pretty kind of scary. I could have held that longer if my stop had been wider. So that was a nice break over $4. We're coming up to that daily level. I'll take a shot at it. See if we get a little move higher. Incredible momentum. Just crazy momentum here. Look at us just break right through that daily. A new 1 minute candle. I probably shouldn't have got in that, but get back out. Let that new 1 minute candle form. Do we pull back to the daily and then bounce from there? No. Broke down through that. We have a level here, breaking down through that. So now we're coming down. That's our first real strong pullback on this move up. So you can see we broke out over this resistance. We're consolidating a little bit now on INTC. I would be a buyer if we come back down to 36.29. So if we pull back to this area, I would jump in that. We also have the EMA right there coming up. It'd be kind of cool to get to $600, but I'm not going to push it. I mean, 539, that's a pretty good day. Considering over here, I'm down on these stocks, I'm down over $400. So to be up 660 on EDBL, I'm pretty happy with that. And 350 on INTC. I'm going to clear out some lines. It's looking a little congested here. These daily levels and stuff. So now we have a 5 minute candle with a long upper wick, and it looks like it's probably going to close that way. So our 5 minute consolidation is underway now. We haven't lost the 1 minute uptrend, but we are in danger of losing it. If we lose 327, that will lose our 1 minute uptrend. It won't be a 1 minute downtrend yet, but we certainly will lose the 1 minute uptrend. And see on INTC how we thought, okay, well, you know, if we break through that resistance, usually if you make the move up like this, but you don't consolidate first before you break through, a lot of times you'll just break through a little bit and then you pull back. So that's why I like to see a consolidation beforehand. INTC. I'm going to jump in it right there. That might be a little early. I'm actually going to get back out of that. Okay, well, I was a little late getting out. A little early getting in, a little late getting out. Breaking down through that, maybe? Yeah. So giving back a little bit off the top. I don't trust it, I guess. You know, because I'm thinking maybe we're going to have 5-minute consolidation here. And sure enough, it looks like that's what's happening. We're breaking down below that last candle. We were due for 5-minute consolidation anyways. So we have a new high up here at 36.51. Possible head and shoulders here on EDBL. Neo is hitting the scanner. Good old Neo, look at that. Huh, look at this. We are bouncing off of that level. I just didn't have the stones to hold it. That's one thing I've been trying to work on, is holding. So we had our daily on the SPY. It was a gap up open, but now we're pulling back. We'll look at that in a second. I want to see what else is happening here. I don't really trade Neo too much. I've been burned on it so many times in the past that I just don't trade it very well for some reason. So that bounce didn't have any follow through. Now we're coming down to the volume weighted average price. There's also a support down here. But what I'm looking for, if we pull back enough here on this 5-minute, I'll be looking, right now we have, we've lost our 1-minute uptrend. I want to reestablish the 1-minute uptrend in order to know that our higher low on the 5-minute pullback is set. And here on EDBL, we're looking like we're going to lose our 1-minute uptrend and form a 1-minute downtrend. There you go. So you had a higher low and a higher high. Now you have this higher low, lower high, lower low. And I don't know if you can see that. I don't have my drawing tool over here. Let's go over here. I'll just type in EDBL. Because I pointed this out that it might be a head and shoulders. And it looks pretty good as a head and shoulders setup. So you had a nice move up. There's your shoulder. There's your head, there's your other shoulder, and there's the break. You can see that. Pretty classic pattern. And now we might see a bounce off the volume weighted average price on that. I could have bought it here at 308. It's a possible bounce there. But I'm not trading anymore today, I don't believe. That's probably going to be it for me. Let's take a look at SPY, and then I'll go look at the charts once more and see if there's something that I might want to trade still. So the market overall, on the weekly, on the monthly time frame, we have a new monthly candle forming here. So we had monthly consolidation that started last month as we started pulling back below that last candle. Bulls bought the dip. Weekly time frame, we had a weekly uptrend. Still do. We pulled back quite a ways here on that weekly. I mean, you can see we had this high, low, higher high, little higher low, higher high, still a higher low. But we pulled back enough on this pullback that I'm almost anticipating a lower high somewhere below here, and the bulls would like to see a higher low and a breakthrough. Of course, the bears would like to see us just drop straight back down, and that's almost a head and a shoulders pattern in itself there. So how are we going to know, what are we going to look for to tell us that we might be getting that lower high on this weekly time frame, that we might be topping out somewhere below this resistance and pulling back? And what I look for is a smaller time frame. I will look for the daily time frame. Right now on the daily, we have an uptrend with higher lows and higher highs. If we were to pull back on the daily, form a lower high and then a lower low, that establishes a daily downtrend, and that will tell us that our weekly lower high has been set. And so then we'll start to look for the possibility of a weekly equilibrium kind of thing. So then on top of that, nice move on the daily. So we established we have a daily uptrend, right? And what we want to do, the most likely scenario here in my mind is that we form another higher low and another higher high. That's what the bulls want, because we know that if anything above this level down here is a higher low on a pullback. So if we're looking for clues that the daily time frame is about to top out and pull back, we do the same thing all over again, but this time we'll go down to the hourly time frame. And let me see, I have extended hours turned off, so that's good. And on the hourly time frame, we what am I doing? On the hourly time frame, where's my line? This is a new tool I'm using. Hourly time frame, uptrend. And we had this consolidation. I consider that kind of a higher low, and then we pulled back, still down here in this support, still kind of a higher low. And then we're seeing a higher high. But if we lose our hourly uptrend with a lower high and a lower low, that's when we know that our daily has topped out and will start to consolidate. So we watch the hourly uptrends and downtrends to know when our daily pullback or bounce will start to happen, if that makes any sense. And then if we do pull back, if we do start to pull back on the daily, we'll watch that hourly time frame. And as soon as we get an hourly uptrend, we'll know that that our daily higher low is set. I don't know if I'm explaining that well enough or not. I try my best. Let's look at this one more time here. This is kind of a nice little setup. You have an equilibrium forming. We want to see a break over that level. You got your triangle pattern. So our resistance is up here. I missed my opportunity to get in it here. Could still, if we start to break, I could try it. My stop would be far enough away. What time is it? So we have 2 minutes left on that 5-minute candle. You can see it's a 5-minute inside bar, which is indicative of a 1-minute equilibrium. I will give it a shot. That was barely a break. I'm not looking for much here though. And if it comes back against me at all, I'm going to get back out. Breaks through 370. That'll be like a $30 win. I have to be cautious here. And I'm just going to go ahead. That was more like a $20 win. Then that's good. That's fine with me. It's probably going to break here. This is probably a really good setup. I bet we make a move back up towards 443. But I'm feeling done. It's 10 minutes past 7. I've got to go to work tonight. I have a job where I work 12-hour shifts, and so I need to go to bed and get some sleep. So anyways, it's a 3-day weekend. Don't come back on Monday trying to trade because the market will not be open. I've done that. That sucks. Okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. If you have any questions, comments, feel free. Oh, one more thing before I go. I love to do this at the end of my trading. This is my progress for the year. Every green candle is a green day. Every red candle is a red day. And I'm sitting up in the account right now. 38,673. And so today is the first day of September. Starting out September with a bang. Whoops. September 1st, right? Yeah. September 1st, and today I've made $520. I put that in there. That is my high of day also. I don't think I made more than that. No. In my low of day, I was down about 250. Wow. So that is a pretty good swing. That's about a almost $800 swing back towards the green. So then I go up here and I look and, well, I guess I'll have to update my spreadsheet because it doesn't show my candle, but it should show a big green candle here. Okay, so that puts me up $39,193 in the account. Yay! Trying to get to 42,000 to finish phase 4, and then I can move on to phase 5 where my risk and my profits will double. So today would have been $1,000 day instead of a $500 day in phase 5. All right, that's going to do it for me. I hope your trading day has been great. I see some more opportunities popping up here. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here before I get tempted to jump in something. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy that 3-day weekend, and I'll see you back here Tuesday morning. Bye-bye.